Am I the asshole for complaining after I asked to join my husband on his business trip? I'd say yes.
Is it because like you didn't have enough time for you?
My husband and I hadn't been spending much time together, even though we've been only married for 4 months. So I asked him if I could join him on his business trip. It took some convincing because he thought I would be bored the whole time, but he eventually agreed.
So he told you it's gonna be boring, and you're like, nah, I want to be there.
It was supposed to be in Berlin for a week, but it somehow turned into him going to 5 different countries instead of in 9 days.
Ooh. Okay, that's really a business trip. He's not there to enjoy that.
He's just there to go for business. It was awful, and I was severely jet lagged the entire time, so I felt like crap. I don't know how he and everybody else was coping with the travel, but I told him I wanted to go home because I couldn't keep up with this schedule. After a lot of, imagine if you can, she's not doing the job. She's just like trying to survive through the jet lag. After a lot of arguing, he did eventually slow the pace down and went home earlier. And we went home earlier. Man.
Ooh, he must love you.
Ow. Then he would have liked if even though I told him I could go home by myself during the argument, he said I shouldn't complain because I invited myself along, and he was trying to get all of his work out of the way for me. He was to go on another trip in a few days. And he told me I couldn't go because of what happened last time, even though I wasn't planning to ask.
That's perfect. He's like, I know where this is going.
It's bad for him, okay? Because doing that, he just lost some future arguments.
You should not prepare for future argument, but he just lost future arguments.
Yeah. Okay. You're the asshole. You get offered to go on a trip. You get offered to see place. You have time. Like, he's working like crazy, but you let him do his job and you just enjoy. You go on the marketplace. You enjoy the ride. This is your freaking role at the moment. You just have to be there and exist. And you can't do that? Man, what can I say? You are the asshole. You are an energy drinker. You just consumed him. And then he went back with you home, and then he went back. He's gonna go back soon. This guy carried. He carried. You're the asshole. There's not even a question there. Like, who the fudge will say that she's not? I love this one. This is an easy one. That's great. Like, how can someone come and be like, I'm pretty sure I'm not the bad person in that. I'm gonna go and post that on Am I the Asshole so that people can tell me that I'm not that bad. Turns out people think you're the worst. It must be such, what's the word? Humbling. It's humbling to come back and be like, people are actually agreeing with the fact that I messed up. Next.